So CCF, Campus Christian Fellowship, if any of you don't know that, is at 3 different campuses across the state. They're at Iowa State University, the one that I go to, woot woot, University of Iowa, and University of Northern Iowa. And so we have many different events over the course of the year that we do together with all 3 campuses. Some of my favorite memories, honestly, are those times when we can all meet up and I can see people from across the entire state and see my friends who I've made over the course of the 5 years that I've been a part of CCF.
When I first joined, I really did just kind of go and enjoy meeting people, but shortly after, they wanted me to help with some of the graphics, and so I guess just feeling like there was value in the gifts that God gave me was something that I learned along the way.
And I walked in that first night, saw a group of about 30 or 40 students and staff just greeting each other like old friends, and was immediately greeted by several people, students and staff, and was not sure, as kind of a baby believer, I guess, or somebody who had grown up in the church but was not thrilled with church leadership. I wasn't sure what my reception would be, and I'd had some experiences with non-acceptance across denominations. That also worried me, and so that was the first thing I asked, is like, do I have to be a certain something to be here? And everybody looked really confused and said, well, no, of course not.
Another great thing about the community there is I think there were so many different viewpoints. We came from so many different church backgrounds and church experiences within CCF. But within the Bible studies, I felt like we were able to talk about those differences. We were able to understand each other, and I feel like all of us were challenged in our beliefs to keep pursuing Christ and to also seek the unity of the church, even when we see things differently. And that's something that I think is one of the biggest things that I learned from my time there, is just to be more open towards other believers and the way that they see the world, even if it's different from the way that I see the world.
At CCF, I learned that God loves us for who we are, our successes and our failures, our highs and our lows alike. I learned that God doesn't love us for who we can be, but instead loves us for who we were yesterday, who we are today, and who we will be tomorrow. I was reassured that Jesus' sacrifice doesn't cover everything, only to then stop short of me. I was taught that I was enough, because I didn't have to be a somebody to be loved by God, because God loves everybody, period.
CCF has also impacted my understanding of what Christian community looks like and the value that it has. It is because of CCF that I intentionally seek out Christian community, and that I have that community in my life walking alongside me through the goods and the bads of everyday things. And you could definitely say that Campus Christian Fellowship has had an impact on my daily routines, on my priorities, the priority of having Christian community and the priority of being very intentional in my conversations with others.
CCF provided me with a community that I still keep in contact with today, but then CCF has also provided me with the skills to build community wherever I go. And for that, I am incredibly grateful, and I believe in this ministry 100% in the things that it does for our students, not just while they're in school, but even in the future as they move on into the working world or wherever they may go after graduation.
And I made friends who, up to date, we still connect. And what an amazing way to make friends who share the same faith with you. And I wouldn't trade that for anything else in the world. So I would like to encourage anybody out there who might be interested. I'm telling you, the best people to go out with is CCF, because you get to not only minister, but also get to do cool things and make new friends, and also grow as an individual, grow as a person, and grow your faith in the moment.